Hello and welcome to Microbiology, a hybrid course with online coursework and on-site lab work. My name is Professor Olkin and I'll be your professor for the duration of the semester. And today I want to show you how to navigate my course website, which is found on Moodle. Now, many of you have already logged in and figured this out for yourself, but for those of you who need some extra assistance, I will be going over how to submit work on Moodle as well as how to access the Moodle site. So I wanted to start on the Bunker Hill website main page here. And bring your attention to how to navigate fairly quickly to our course website. So by clicking on the BHCC Online tab, that will bring you to the Bunker Hill Online website, and this is the main website for all online courses, including hybrid courses. By scrolling down, you can find important general information about online courses. And I will give extra credit to anyone who participates in the orientation options. And these are kind of self-guided instructions on how to use Moodle. So if you haven't used Moodle at some other institution or at Bunker Hill Community College in a different online course, I encourage you to please take part in these pre-recorded orientations, at least part one. And they're pretty short. They're only about 10 minutes long. But from here, you will usually skip over this general information and click on the Moodle login button here, and then that will bring you to the login page. And the login information, your username and password is exactly the same username and password that you use to access your BHCC mail. So once you've logged in, you will see at the left of the screen a menu of options that say, the first one says home, and down at the bottom it will say my courses. You want to click on that to find which courses you have online. It may just be our microbiology course here, or it may be a series of courses. Click on that course and that will bring you to our web page for our course. So at the top I have a welcome note. I'm going to be asking you to please check this note as I will change it from week to week and include important updates and reminders there. So don't skip over it every time that you log in. Please read it. The other information that I'd like you to be sure to remember to check, especially in this first week, is first I have my contact information listed. The best way to contact me is by email. Or you can also use this discussion forum, which I will be checking on every weekday starting on January 21st. So this is a discussion forum that you just click, and in order to post a question, you click the add a new discussion topic. Right? So here on the right, add a new discussion topic. You can type in a question. Once you've given it, you have to give it a subject, and once you've done that, you just scroll down to the bottom. You can post files if you need to and post it to the forum. And then I will be checking it, as I said, starting on January 20th. So let's go back to that first part of our class page. Also on this page, on the top here, you'll find key documents that will give you an overview and summary of what we'll be doing this semester, including the syllabus. And these are all PDF files that you can print out at your convenience or come back to and read at any time. The lab schedule and the lecture and test schedule. So obviously we don't have lectures on campus, so but we do have labs on campus, and so in order to give you a heads up as far as what's going to happen in lab, this document will give you information about what we're going to do each week. The first week I'll be introducing the course, and we'll be going over safety instruction and rules of the laboratory, as well as refreshing yourself on how to use a microscope. So you need to read the lab rules and the microscope use lab. So each week I've listed the topic, what you need to read. So here's the topic, what you need to read for homework, and the reading has to be done before lab, and you actually have to answer questions before you come to lab, and those will be a series of questions that you'll answer on Moodle. I'll show you where to find that in a moment. As well as once we finish and get some results from some of our first experiments, we'll be having a post-lab exercise of a discussion each week that you'll need to participate in to get full credit. Okay, so that's how you read my lab schedule. Let's go back and look at the lecture schedule before we go on to looking at where to find these items. So again, it's a PDF. You can print it out if you want to, or just access it as needed. Here in the lecture schedule, I have, again, the week listed. Each week there's a reading assignment, which is listed down this column. The topic of the reading assignment is listed where it says lectures, and I do have audio recordings of my lectures that you can listen to on all of these topics. And then here under tests, I've listed any quizzes or exams that will occur. All of these quizzes and exams will occur at the start of lab period. So some weeks we don't have anything. Other weeks we will have a quiz or an exam, a lab quiz, etc. So be sure to check this schedule to keep up on what's expected as far as assessments, upcoming assessments. When you look back at the main page, you will also see a calendar of events, and on this calendar you'll see boxes around special dates that you need to remember. So for example, next week you have the pre-lab due for the lab rules and the safety, so that you'll need to submit before coming to lab. And since we're talking about that now, and then you'll also have homework that is due every Sunday. So our week in this course will run from Monday to Sunday. So let's go down and look at, actually, in order to navigate, you can go over to the section link, and week 1 is available. And so you can quickly jump to week 1 just by pressing that number 1. So here I have the lectures that you'll have available. In this folder I have both just the PowerPoint slides for you to browse through, and this should be done after you've done the reading. But it can be, you can browse through the slides before you do the reading just to be sure you know what to focus on. And then after you do the reading, you should listen to the Chapter 1 lecture, which is this MP4 file here. Also, You should be taking notes yourself for each chapter that you read, and of course any flashcards or anything that's helpful for you to learn the material. So as far as the homework, I'll have the homework written out under this label. Each week we'll have different assignments, but generally they're assignments that correlate with the reading that's assigned. So remember that you can navigate by hitting the week that we're on. So week 1, you'll need to read chapter 1 and chapter 2 for your homework. You'll need to view the lectures and listen to the audio for that. Also, you may want to check the chapter notes just to see which parts of the chapters I've highlighted. And down here under homework is where you'll find the assignments. For each week, I will write out what's due. For example, this week you need to read chapter 1. You need to complete the Mastering Microbiology assignment that we just went over. And you need to participate in a discussion of introducing yourself and take an introductory quiz, as well as fill out this student intake form. In order to do this, so just by clicking on the reading homework, you can get a direct link to that external site. But here, this student intake assignment is an offline assignment. You will need to first click on the file. As it says here, please fill out the student intake form above. It's a fillable PDF file. Then once you fill that in, you need to save it with your name in the title, and then come back to the site and submit it. This will be ready for submission, and you'll need to follow the instructions to upload your file, or if you're in Firefox, actually, it's easier to submit assignments because you can just drag and drop them from your desktop to the assignment. We will have an introduction discussion forum, and then for laboratory, you'll have a separate section for all the laboratory homework. And each week you'll need to read the lab, which will be provided. We don't have a published lab manual anymore, so I will be providing copies of that for you, either electronically or as photocopies. You need to read the lab before you complete the pre-lab assignment. And even this first week, before we have our first meeting, I've given you some practice on that with the first pre-lab about the lab rules and safety. And I also want you to read the microscope lab. And then finally, we have, each week we'll have this discussion space where you can contact your peers in the course and post comments or questions. I will not be monitoring this space regularly. So that's all I wanted to go over today, and I look forward to meeting you at our first laboratory meeting.